Bro, see, in this my lifetime, I wrote jump 4 times. Yes, I wrote jump exam 4 times. I wrote jump in the days when we used to have poly jump. In other words, I wrote 3 jump exams and 1 poly jump exam. Now, not be say I no pass everything, no. I pass everything. I passed all the jump exams. But you know Nigeria now, for political reasons, the admission is not always for the qualified. Let me say that again. For political reasons, but the admission is not always for the qualified. Let me even break it down. See, my first jump, I was going to study medicine and surgery. I did not get the admission. My second jump, I changed. I said, okay, no problem. Let me study mathematics. I passed the jump. I did not get the admission. The fourth one, I put mathematics again. I didn't get the admission as well. So the fourth one, I said, okay, no problem. Since university is not working, this is how I decided to attend a polytechnical. So I wrote polyjump. Now, that polyjump, I registered for chemical engineering. Okay, at last Potech here, I passed it. I passed the jump. They didn't give me the admission. So I said, okay, no problem. My father took it upon himself now to advise me one-on-one, and he told me, come, when you eventually get admission into school, make sure you at least study a course that can help you establish yourself. Study a course that can help you establish yourself. In other words, study a practical-oriented course. Study a skill-oriented course, so that at the end of the day you can stand on your own. So I listened to that advice. One thing led to the other. I stumbled on the JAMB Procure then, and there's an institution such as Grace Polytechnic. I went to the school, made inquiries, and I returned to my father, and he said, okay, no problem. So what will you study? I said computer science, and that's how I got here. That's how they reach here, bro. So this is what I'm trying to say. Last year I made a video on the relevance of learning a skill. Here's the video. So here's my conclusion. Before you travel abroad, please choose a skill. Learn the skill to mastery. It will help you take away shame from your life. It will interest you that this message is still very valid even in 2025. Please, please, please. If you live with a teenager, if you know any teenager around you, if you live with any young person around you, if you have them as your children, as your relatives, or even as your acquaintances, please advise them to learn a skill. In an era where degree certificates have been watered down to nothing, in an era where as a degree holder you can only earn 77,000 naira a month, you need a skill. You need a skill so that it can help you fulfill your purpose. You need a skill so that you can become multidimensional. The message is still very valid. Yeah.